I do travel with a didgeridoo. Most times I travel.
If you checked a bag and it got lost in transit, it's most likely your fault.
Jot down hot dog belt. That is a product that we could put on the market sooner than later.
Give me your pitch for why more people should have a stand-up comedian officiate their wedding.
I like spending money on the North Shore, man. Some great purchases up there.
Do you want to come to a party? Come to this party. We're getting burnt, baby.
Come on to the party. Let's get this thing started.
What up, burnt ones? This is the Sunburnt podcast where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. To my right, as always, you know him from Netflix on the series Tires and his amazing stand-up special Move Closer. It's Chip Chantry.
And over here to my left is Mr. Thomas O'Brien, Emmy award-winning producer, writer, and my pal. Grab a float, put on your earphones, and drift away. Grab a Mai Tai.
Because it's great to be in the tropics with your boys.
Marissa, honey. Marissa, do you have my post-show setup already? Do you have my allergy meds and my bottle of ointment next to my comfy chair? Make sure you have the hot cocoa just right with the Mad magazines. Remember, if I don't have my Mad, I get angry. Okay?
Chip. We're already recording, bud.
Oh, hey. Hey, everybody.
What up, burnt ones? This is the Sunburnt podcast where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. And Chip, we just got to get into it, bud.
Let's just get started.
All right. A new report says lost luggage is probably your fault.
Tisk, tisk.
Chip, stop getting angry.
Tisk, tisk.
Stop getting angry, Chip.
I'm angry at them for traveling and being so irresponsible.
Oh, you're angry at the... Yes. Okay, you're angry at the people.
I'm angry at the people for losing their own luggage. Apparently, that's what the article said.
Taylor Swift's wedding to Travis Kelce was officiated this weekend by a comedian, Chip.
The most hilarious wedding around.
That's how you get him funny. You get a comedian.
Yeah.
Oahu launched a $5 shuttle from Waikiki straight to the North Shore. It's a pipeline to the pipeline.
Let's see how it launches.
Researchers mapped America's favorite grilled foods in all 50 states, and Pennsylvania's looks a little phallic.
S'mores. I'm going to say s'mores.
You've got him messed up downstairs, Chip.
Really do.
Tulum's vacations get a cultural upgrade. Tacos are still included, Chip.
Thank the good Lord.
An English soccer player kicks his own butt.
And he really can't use his own hands.
We celebrate the man, Jimmy Buffett, with some Buffett facts. Meet the fish of the week.
Fish of the week.
We crack open the good book, the Guinness Book of World Records, and the Trouble in Paradise hotline is open, Chip.
Wide open. Give us a call. Tell us your harrowing stories of vacation.
You can call with your vacation disaster story at 310-845-6038. And with that being said, Chip, it's time for an old-fashioned slather.
Let's get that sunscreen screened up.
Oh.
Thomas, I have to say, it is a delightfully cloudy and cool day in Philadelphia today.
You've been absolutely baking.
We've been shaking and baking. 113 real feel this weekend. 110, 112. It was 4th of July. We had to cancel most of the events in Philadelphia because of weather, because it was so hot.
That's big news. The birthplace of the 4th of July.
It was the burnt oneiest. Yeah. And we stayed in, though. We did have a nice vacay, and it was nice.
I love it, buddy.
Yeah.
I love weather here was perfect, believe it or not.
Oh, in Los Angeles, perfect weather?
Yeah.
That sounds novel. Nothing to be jealous about.
We had a real nice time, got some families together for a barbecue. But, dude, one guy showed up, friend of a friend of the party. He showed up, and it was just mere hours after his home had been broken in.
No.
He showed up a little shaky, a little blue, but, yeah, partied it right out, dude.
Do you think he thought that one of you was the culprit? And it was like a Clue-style barbecue for him.
I mean, maybe. He seemed like a very smart guy. Like, I think if he had a lead, he could have been there for business purposes.
All right. Okay.
But, dude, the real story is he turned that frown upside down. He got a couple dogs in him.
Mm-hmm.
Where they had some ribs going. The drinks were flowing, dude. And he turned it around emotionally. And at the end, he was leaving. He was like, dude, this is the only thing that could have got me stoked again.
That's what we do here as Burnt Ones. We try to turn those frowns upside down.
We know the power of a party, Chip.
We do.
And we're trying to bring it to the people. You want to come to a party? Come to this party. We're getting burnt, baby.
Come on to the party. Let's get this thing started.
This is the Sunburnt podcast where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. If you think those two things should go together, stay tuned. Front desk.
Hi, this is Mr. Chantry in room 308. I'm having a little Christmas party up here. Do you know if the guest elevators are wide enough to clear a standard Reindeer's Antlers, or do we have to go freight?
That's it, Mr. Chantry. Pack your things. You're out of this hotel.
So, no room in the inn, huh?
Oh, boy. Chip!
Thomas.
Oh, buddy. Episode 69 of the Sunburnt podcast. You got anything clever to say?
Nothing funny about that. Nothing to note about that number.
You really went to town in episode 57. You had a lot of catch-up remarks.
A lot of catch-up jokes. Man.
But episode 69, nothing.
Nothing. I don't have anything. Nothing off the top of my dome. I think I'm still in vacation mode, Thomas. Or should I say staycation mode? Because that's what we did this weekend.
You're on a 7-day staycation.
We were supposed to go to a barbecue.
Uh-huh.
Couldn't, just because it was literally so hot. Most things just got canceled, like I said.
Because you were going to bring your pup, right?
Yes.
You would have had a hot dog.
We would have had a hot dog, and we didn't want to take him out. But we did, actually. We are house sitting and cat sitting for my cousin and his wife. And they live like 6 blocks away from us in South Philly.
Yeah.
They not only have 2 wonderful cats that we are watching for the week. They also have a little pet subscription to Apple TV, which we don't have. So we spent the entire weekend indoors when it was 110 out, hunkered down, watching a little show called Widow's Bay.
Widow's Bay, baby. I'm obsessed. A little late to the party for some folks.
Yeah, us too.
But yeah, we just got to episode 7, dude. We finished episode 7.
Okay, so we finished it. So it's
nice,
I can tell you about it if you want. I mean,
no spoilers, please. No.
Okay, it's so good. Well, all right. Okay, I don't want to spoil anything, but we finished it.
Well, we can talk about. I'm episode 7. I want to be very clear. No spoilers. The thing just happened on the boat with the guy. If that makes sense to you.
Yeah. So
I don't want to spoil it for anybody either.
No, I don't want to spoil. I'm not going to spoil anything. But you saw the storm shelter episode, right? Where everybody's in this with the storm shelter.
No. Don't talk about that one. I don't think that's happened. No.
Okay. But you saw the lighthouse scene with the guy in the lighthouse.
No.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So I don't want to spoil anything, but
okay.
Oh, you did see. Okay, but you did see because in episode 7, that's when Patricia, the woman with the dark hair, she reveals that the curse of the island is actually like from the
Chip. No. We don't know where the curse is from.
Okay, so I won't get to that yet.
Yeah.
Okay, but you did see the sex scene in the submarine, right?
There's a summer. No. I haven't seen the submarine.
Wait,
I saw the boat one. I saw the one with the boat.
Not the submarine. The sex scene in the submarine?
No, there's there's a sex scene in a submarine?
Okay, wait, did you? Okay, so now I'm confused. So I don't want to spoil anything. Did you saw the episode that's entirely claymation, right?
No.
Okay, wait, so did you see the one where the Harlem Globetrotters come to the island?
Chip, the Harlem Globetrotters come to the island?
Forget I said that. Just put that out of your head. Forget. Okay, so episode 7 is when the thing happens in the boat. You saw the extended Stephen Root's extended shower scene, right?
No.
Oh, you didn't see that yet? Okay. I know you're inside baseball. Did you? Wait, was episode 7? Because it was definitely one of the last ones. Episode 7. Yeah. Is that the one that Alf directed?
How I know? I don't think I didn't. Alf, like the puppet Alf?
Yeah. Don't. Okay. Forget I said that. Don't say anything to the wife.
I behind the camera spoilers. I'm not worried about.
Okay. But you did see the one where it's Tom, the mayor, the main character, where his son falls into the chocolate river, and then gets like sucked up and stuck in the tube. Did you see that episode?
Like Willy Wonka?
Okay, I've said too much. I've said too much. I don't want to ruin it. You and your wife enjoy the last 3 episodes of Widow's Bay. One of my new favorite shows. I haven't had a show like this in a long time, and boy, you have. Let's just say you have a bunch of action in the next 3 episodes coming up, Thomas. I don't want to say anything to spoil it, though.
I can't even piece this together. Like, you've created a mystery that's almost more exciting than just carrying on with all these different elements, Chip. And I will point out, Widow's Bay, The number one island TV show on right now, as far as I'm concerned, which is why I think it's fair game for the Sunburnt podcast.
Sunburnt podcast. It's a different type of. It's not tropical, but it's an island. It's a getaway.
Yeah,
it's magical. I just love, and especially, by the way, when it was 110 degrees out, to watch a nice little New England town and then today I have to say it is a delightful cloudy 68 degrees in Philadelphia today, and it is glorious. As soon as this episode is over, I am, no offense, Thomas, I am taking the card out of the camera. I'm kicking the camera to the ground. I'm going to throw down my laptop, and I'm going to go for a nice little stroll in the cool streets of Philadelphia today.
You have literally been on house arrest heat-wise.
Yes.
You texted me, as you have many times in the past, and it wasn't a joke. You texted me, hey, I'm going on a run. Talk later. And it was so absurd because of the temperature that you would be doing that was the joke, Chip.
That was the joke, that I would actually go outside and move my legs. Yeah.
But a lot of times you do text me that, and you are going outside to move your legs.
Yes, exactly. So that's why I keep you guessing, Thomas.
Temperature changes things, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. It's time for some Sunburnt news.
Let's do it.
A new study from Rage Bait Research Academy says that if you checked a bag and it got lost in transit, it's most likely your fault.
That just seems like gaslighting.
Doesn't it really? It just seems like something that somebody's putting out there to try and make you furious.
You check your bag, you put a tag on it, you say, hey, please be careful with this, and then it goes to Cleveland? No.
The Matador Network is reporting SITA, SITA, an air travel technology company, is reporting that tight transfer times were the single leading cause of lost or delayed checked bags worldwide in 2025.
Okay.
The length of your layover is a more significant driver of bag loss than human error, faulty tag scanners, or equipment malfunctions. It accounts for 39% of all lost luggage.
If you don't want to lose your luggage, plan on having a longer layover.
Exactly. Like, give yourself a little bit more breathing room.
Why would you want to do that, though? That just
No,
seems...
you don't want to do it, but why would it be offered?
Yeah.
If this is the number one cost.
Yeah, don't say there's a 15-minute layover if you don't think you can get my didgeridoo on board the next plane. I do travel with a didgeridoo most times I travel.
That's more of a didgeridoo.
It is.
Guess what percentage of lost bags are due to people just grabbing the wrong bag?
Oh, man. I bet you 10% of lost bags.
Dude, it's 18%.
You buried the lead on this. I think that's the story. It's not layover time. It's that people are dummies and they literally take the wrong bag. So almost 20%, 1 out of 5 lost luggage, pieces of luggage, is caused by somebody's not paying attention.
50% of the bags I've lost in my traveling career have been to people just grabbing my bag. And I don't have generic bags, Shep.
Yeah.
I just remember it was like an older dude grabbed my bag and left, and I had to wait there for 20 minutes for him to come back because the airline guy was just like, no, your bag made it. I think somebody else just snagged it because there was just one bag kind of rotating around.
Did that rotating bag look anything like your bag?
Not even close. Not even close. It was like I have a very light, bright luggage set to make it distinguishable. This guy had a nearly black bag that he just like grabbed, and he came back. He was like an older gentleman, maybe like 60s, 70s, and just like, sorry, thought it was mine. And it's just like, these bags look nothing alike. But he did come back immediately, and it wasn't like opened or anything.
Did you punch him right in his glasses?
No, I've stopped punching the elderly.
Okay, well, that's a good leaf to turn over, I think.
Yeah, it's something I gave up in COVID.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was like, they're having enough problem with this virus.
That's actually something I started in COVID, but I have since weaned off of. Yeah.
The elderly, you're safe around the Sunburnt podcast now.
Yes, you 100% are.
We were such angry bulls back in the day. Now we've mellowed out a little bit.
Yeah.
So all airports have a minimum time that they have to schedule between departures.
Sure, that makes sense. Yeah.
It's based on volume of the airport and actual size of the airport.
Okay.
They're not legally allowed to sell tickets where the layover would be less than that minimum time.
Right, like a 10-minute layover, but you have to get 7 terminals over. Right.
So they're not allowed to do that. This whole article has been phrasing it as if it's the traveler's fault for booking these short windows.
Right.
But when you look at the numbers, Chip, the only reason these layers don't have enough time is because the flights are late. If your flight is late,
it obviously compresses the layover time.
You don't make the minimum time, and the next plane still has to leave. So they've been phrasing this as an issue for us, the traveler.
They're gaslighting us, Thomas.
The real issue is these planes are leaving late all the time.
Yeah.
So I think that the blame shifts back to the airline, Chip.
Exactly.
Next story. All right, buddy. This is exciting. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce were married by a noted comedian and actor, Adam Sandler, making having a noted comedian and actor officiate your wedding a trend among the influential and very cool.
I think it is.
Other couples who have followed this trend include John Mulaney and his first wife.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And me and my wife, whose wedding was officiated by none other than Mr. Chip Chantry.
Right here. This guy, this fella. I am your Adam Sandler, if you think about it.
You really are.
Yeah, I am your Sandman.
Yeah, you're my Sandman. You're my big chipper.
Yep.
And you officiated our wedding, and we thought that was very fun.
It was great. Yeah. I've officiated, I want to say 6 weddings so far.
You see, this is good. We're going to keep talking about that. The wedding took place at Madison Square Garden. Can you believe that? Wedding at MSG.
We saw Goose there.
We did see Goose there. Oh my gosh. Oh, did we see a great Goose concert there?
Yeah, we did.
They got married at Madison Square Garden over 4th of July holiday weekend. Mm-hmm. And it drew over 1,000 guests, Chip. Can you imagine being left off that guest list?
Yeah, I mean I feel like Blake Lively did. I think that was some news.
Ooh, did she really?
I could be speaking out of school here. I read headlines about pop culture, not necessarily articles. But I believe Taylor and Blake Lively used to be good friends. Blake Lively is married to Ryan Reynolds, right?
Ryan Reynolds, Mr. Ryan Reynolds.
And I think they used to be friends, but I believe she was snubbed from the wedding. I believe that's the case.
Yeah. Trying to avoid a little drama. Who knows?
Now, okay, now think about this, Thomas.
Yeah.
1,000 people for a wedding. That's obviously a lot, right?
Yeah. Oh, dude. We played this game the other day. I asked you to guess how many people were at my wedding.
Right.
I think you guessed 80 to 100 in that range.
Yeah, and it was like 40 people.
It was 40 people. We had a small COVID wedding, but you get people together. It feels like a lot of people.
It feels like a lot of people. However, obviously 1,000 people, big time. But for Madison Square Garden?
Yeah, I mean, that's what's that seat, you think, 18, 20,000?
Yeah, I think it's probably about that. So it's like they're just on the floor, I guess, right? So it's like everything else is just sort of open air.
Or maybe they were abiding by COVID standards like we did at my wedding.
Oh, everybody was 6 feet apart. So like they were everybody sort of had their own section maybe, or their own row.
It's nice to have a venue that size. It's nice to have space, Chip. I just feel airy. I
don't
nice
like being all tucked in. Yeah, I want to be able to breathe. That's why your wedding was nice. It was out of doors on a beautiful day in San Diego.
One of the best days of my life. I really enjoyed it. Although we had a DJ.
Yep.
We didn't have a live band. That was a choice we made, partially for the COVID.
My DJ was literally my laptop that I'm looking at right now.
DJ laptop, dude.
I just programmed a couple hours worth of songs, and that's what we played.
But you tried to get... we were working on a TV show at the time that had a warm-up act, and with that warm-up act had a DJ.
Yes.
DJ Fart Fingers, we called him in the writer's room. And he did turn down your wedding. He said he has standards.
He does. He said, I just it's below my pay grade. And I said, all right, DJ Fartfingers, I'm sorry about that.
Any guesses who they might have got to play Taylor Swift's wedding? Play a couple tunes.
I mean, they could probably get anybody, you know? Maybe a Coldplay.
Oh, yeah, Coldplay would be nice.
Olivia Rodrigo. You know,
I
don't know.
Yeah, somebody a little more contemporary. They chose to go the other direction. Mr. Paul McCartney.
Of the Beatles fame.
Of the Beatles, and she convinced him to play some Beatles classics for the first time since 1964 for her wedding reception.
Deep cuts.
Yeah.
Wow. Imagine him just like rehearsing in his little studio, right?
Yeah.
And like, you're like, oh, I got to do this thing, and like,
Yeah.
he's got a gig just like anybody else.
That's the thing you think about it. It's like I can't even imagine that guy practicing. You think there's part of you that's like he's just perfected it. He can go out there. He can do anything.
Do you know what song it was or what song?
I don't know what song.
Like I Want to Hold Your Hand. I'm assuming he played that, but like something from like early Beatles day.
Yeah.
It's not Hey Jude. This is like early Beatles. Wow.
Yeah. A big music event.
I mean, I guess props to Taylor Swift because like you think it's like all eyes on Taylor, but like if you bring out Paul McCartney, nobody's looking at you,
Yeah, but it's also like still it's in service of your wedding.
In service of the wedding. That's why I did feel a little bad for your wife the day that you got married. It's your day. It's especially her day, the bride.
Yeah.
And I feel like I upstage her. Everybody walked in and be like, whoa, is that Chip Chantry, former writer for Crazy Talk? And like it was sort of like I feel like an entourage came in. It's like I saw him perform at the Comedy Works in Bristol, Pennsylvania in 2009. And everybody's like, dude, chatter. And then I walk in and then nobody was looking at you two. It was just like star power right here. I've seen that. I saw that guy on YouTube once.
There was like a lot of elbowing people in the ribs and being like, is that the same suit from his headshots?
Is that the same exact suit that he's had for years that he has to just keep getting dry clean because he spills mustard on it? It's peas and carrots. And they're all whispering. Yeah. It's I feel like I saw it's apology that I have. I feel like my star power really drew away from you two guys, but that's right. It was still a beautiful day.
Yeah, and as we found out last week, the mustard's on that suit because that's how you do your dogs, and you're always eating hot dogs in your suit.
'Tis the season, baby.
Adam Sandler gave the advice, kiss every chance you have, Chip. Isn't that sweet?
That sounds like something Hubie Dubois would say.
Yeah, Hubie Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, a very sweet message. Seems like a very sweet man. Very nice to all people. I think I saw a picture of this. I could be wrong, but he was wearing like a suit jacket with a pair of shorts.
Of course he was.
Come on, man.
If you're hiring Adam Sandler, I want Adam Sandler in shorts. I don't want all stuffy, dolled up Adam Sandler. You get what you pay for.
You get what you ask for.
If McCartney showed up in cutoffs, I'd be a little irked.
I think I'd understand it more. It just wasn't a great look. I know they were probably leaning into it and going for the vibe. He obviously had permission to do it.
Sure.
They might have even asked him to do it.
Right. Of course. I'm sure.
Maybe this is the version of quiet luxury where they're just like, hey, I know we're doing all this stuff, but like we're doing some stuff that most brides wouldn't allow at their wedding.
Right.
But I will say the one good thing, as somebody who's had a comedian officiate my wedding, they got that one suit.
Yep.
Even if they don't seem like a suit guy, every stand-up comedian, and this is true, has a suit somewhere in case they get that late night set call,
Dreams, just in case.
So here's the thing. You were a wonderful officiant.
Oh, thank you.
Give me your pitch for why more people should have a stand-up comedian officiate their wedding.
We're not going to pull the spotlight from you. We know how to work a room. Stand-up comedians know how to work a crowd.
Yep.
We can read a room. We can be concise. We can get the message across pretty clearly without babbling on, getting too sappy, getting too sad. We also know boundaries as comedians, so we're not going to go too crazy because you get that one, I'm going to have my friend officiate. We're going to get him ordained at online or whatever, and then he goes on some tirade about something inappropriate. Comedians know how to color in the lines.
You might want to think twice before hiring a specifically roast comedian.
That is true.
Especially in the earlier part of their career. Jeff Ross now, I bet great wedding officiant.
Pro.
Jeff Ross 20 years ago.
Making mothers of the bride cry.
Exactly.
I will say this, trick to anybody who is or officiating a wedding. A big obstacle. The husband and wife want it. The bride and groom's parents, many times there's at least one who is not excited about this situation. Yeah. They are a devout Catholic and they wanted a priest, or they think are you going to make a mockery of this situation? It's like, no, I'm doing what the bride and groom asked me to do. That's what I'm doing. The trick, if the grandparents are in the picture, they're always going to be sitting in the front row. Make the grandparents laugh, or at least smile. Get to the grandparent. You get to the grandparents and they laugh. The temperature of the room goes way down. Everybody's excited. And everybody breathes easy, because it's the 92-year-old granddad who's like sitting there with his, cane. And then I say a little joke that he likes, make it about him for a second. Everybody's happy. You're in. You've won the hearts.
Yeah, they're sending out emotional, hard candies.
And I will say, another bonus to having a stand-up comedian as your officiant.
Yeah.
Knowing everybody that I know, 9 times out of 10, they're not bringing a +1.
Yeah.
So you save money on that plate right there.
All right, next story. Hawaii's built a $5 shuttle to the North Shore with one rule. You got to spend money when you get there, Chip.
I like it.
Dude, we love Oahu. We love Waikiki. We love the North Shore.
I like spending money on the North Shore, man. Some great purchases up there.
Made some wonderful purchases. Had some great food.
Shave ice.
Had some shave ice. Had some food land. Visited a beautiful botanical garden. Went to Kahuku Farms.
That banana bread and ice cream.
Banana bread and ice cream. We really ate our way through it and had a really good time.
But that would have been nice. Like I will say, I loved renting the car. We got that little Mini Cooper convertible. I mean, it was so much fun. But at the same time, to have a shuttle, then you don't have to worry about renting the car. You just hop on.
Yeah, no, it takes you right from Waikiki to the shave ice place. Like,
I love it.
To that little town where the shave ice is.
Yep.
For $5, I mean, that's great.
That's
compared
crazy
to
money.
Renting a car. And then also, like, a bus schedule, you don't really have to, like, think about things too much. It's like you just get there, you do what you can do, and you get back when the bus is coming back.
I kind of love that. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of flooding up there recently, like unprecedented storms, like the worst storms in 20 years or whatever. And they're hurting a little bit. They're trying to get more tourists up there. They need a little bit of that cash infusion to get back to status quo, I think. So the government's just doing what they can to get people up there, and they're like, "Hey, we'll get you up there. We just want you to spend a little cash." Put a little, life back into this hurting portion of the state's economy. And I'm all for it, dude.
I like it.
Okay, dude. Keeping it moving. This is a fun one, dude. Somebody went and mapped the most popular grilled foods by state.
Interesting. Okay.
Mental Floss is reporting that Inner Body Research analyzed Google Trends data to map America's single favorite grilled foods in all 50 states. 7 out of 10 U.S. households own a grill or a smoker, which means roughly 90 million Americans are currently standing over an open flame talking about technique.
Seems not so safe.
Steak, top choice in 18 states, more than any other single food category.
That makes sense.
Get this, Chip. This is like kind of a sleeper. Carne asada is the top pick in Arizona, Nevada. Not totally surprising.
No.
But also Utah.
Really?
Can you imagine? Picture what you think Utah is.
Yeah.
Knowing the number one meat to grill there is carne asada.
Carne asada. Good for them.
I was surprised. Yeah, it's a little spicy for them, dude.
Smarter.
I want you to guess, Chip, what Philadelphia's top food to grill is. Or not Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Sorry, Pennsylvania.
We're not a fancy people. It's got to be just burgers and dogs. That's my guess.
Hold the burgers, buddy.
Just dogs.
Just dogs, baby. Hot dogs.
Hot diggity dogs.
You're actually part of the hot dog belt. The hot dog was not a very popular item, but it was the number one for Pennsylvania, Maryland, and West Virginia, dude. You guys were all hot dogging.
By the way, if we can stop there just for a second, could you do me a favor? Just jot down hot dog belt.
Hot dog belt. Ooh,
I think that is an invention.
That is a product.
That is a product that we could put on the market sooner than later, I think.
Yeah.
Hot dog belt.
It's also got a little planned obsolescence in it.
Right.
So you buy a hot dog belt when you put on that salty belt, that meat made belt.
Or is it an actual, leather or nylon belt with a little cartridge? Like, you know how like dads wear their cell phones. They got the clip on the side.
Yeah.
What if it's like that, but it's just a little canister for a hot dog? And you have multiple of them. It's like a, what are those things? Not the bandera, with the bandolier, like that, with like the bullets on them, you wear across your chest.
Yeah.
But it's a hot dog
and
bandolier,
you just put
basically.
dogs in there. You got a little dogs. Get some buns. Maybe you got some ketchup, some mustard in a holster as well. You're really slinging dogs at that point. You're a dog slinger.
Dog slinger.
I like it, dude. I like it very much. Hot dogs. Hot dog belt. All right. Next story. Someone's trying to bring authentic culture to Tulum vacations, and you might even get a bright blue sack from it.
Well, sounds like prom night. Go ahead.
Matador Network is reporting that Intrepid Travel has launched a new short break series, bite-sized adventures engineered to delivering big cultural immersion on a long weekender's schedule.
Okay.
So basically what they're doing is Tulum, it's right there. It's by Cancun. It's just been built up as a huge tourist destination because the weather is perfect. And they've really created a nice business for the most part about getting people out there. But it's not necessarily very cultural feeling.
Okay.
It's kind of like, this is a nice resort. This could be anywhere. And when I was out in that region of the world, I felt very much like my experience was devoid of anything authentic and local. I was having the food was great, but I was having like great Thai food and great, whatever. And we were at resorts and things were inclusive.
Sure.
I do remember leaving there and being there for a little bit and just being like, this is like going to Vegas in a sense. Like, it feels like very much.
Did you have to travel down here for that? Yeah.
Yeah. And it was nice to be there. But like, I love to soak in what's there. It's like the whole point of traveling. Like, Vegas is much closer to me than Tulum.
Yeah.
I was excited when I heard about this. The flagship route is a 4-day Tulum to Chichen Itza trip. 4 days, 2 ancient civilizations, and plenty of tacos along the way. And it's co-hosted with Mayan guides. People of Mayan descent are taking you through these like ancient civilizations and telling you about one of the oldest, most sophisticated civilizations the planet's ever known.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, dude, I think it would be sick. And you're also stopping at these places. Like, one of the big knocks on Tulum and Cancun is that the local economy hasn't necessarily been like bolstered as much as people would hope.
Yeah, because everybody's staying on the resort.
One of the things they do is they let you work with like local artists who are using techniques that have been passed down for generations. So like,
that's cool. The cultural, you're learning about it. I like that.
Well, one of the examples was like, there's this dude who gathers all the elements to make like an ancient indigo dye, and they let you like dye a tote bag on the stop with him. Like, you put it in his like indigo, all the different like elements that go into making this traditional dye, and you dye a bag like indigo blue.
You can become an indigo girl, Thomas. Yeah.
Yeah, you can become an indigo girl, and you can write great tunes.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't get that at home.
No.
You can kind of only get this here, and it's like so rooted in history and tradition. I think it's like a really cool, especially I hope these people are getting compensated well, and they're just bringing these travelers to like kind of, spend some dollars where they'll be a little bit more appreciated than probably, just hanging out at the resort.
Absolutely.
Do you think you'd do something like this over the normal Tulum thing? At this point in your life, is that like a little more appealing?
Oh, absolutely. Like, I remember like we went to, I mean, this is basically what this is, I guess, to a certain extent, but it's like we went to the Dominican, to Punta Cana a couple years ago, and we took those excursions. Like, we did a day trip where they take you out on like one of those like big bus truck things, open air kind of, but they take we saw like a local school, and we got to like see what the school was like, and then of course they asked for a donation there, which we gave, and then we got to see some of like the one town, and so I really I do enjoy that.
Dude, what was the bus situation like in Punta Cana?
It was like almost like a it felt like a military vehicle, like
that's
kind of
nice.
open air.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was a good time. They made it a fun military vehicle.
Dude, I was in Cancun, and I'll never forget this experience as long as I live. Like it would cost like 50 cents or something to ride the bus, and we were in the hotel zone. It was just from like resort to this like restaurant cluster or whatever,
Sure.
kind of on the swamp there or the river or whatever they call it. And we got on the bus. It was right outside of our thing. Totally normal ride there. It's like open air, like you're talking about. Very laid back. We ate this dinner. It got dark. Got back on the bus, heading back to the resort. Dude, I joke you not, like there was like disco balls going. There was like lights flashing. The bus driver, if he was older than 14, I would be shocked. It was legitimately a very young man. In his teens, if not early teens.
I love
and
it.
He had a girl, probably his same age, sitting on his lap in a bathing suit while he drove.
What a rock star.
It was like Otto from The Simpsons.
Yep.
And it was a wild ride, buddy. The
Yeah.
speed had a lot of variance. We were hitting pot rolls. We were shooting and shaking.
Yeah.
It was an experience I'll never forget. Me and my now wife, then girlfriend.
Incredible.
We just can't shake that thought. What a wild experience.
That's the officiant I want for my wedding. You know what I mean? Like that's,
Oh yeah, a 14-year-old who's trying to impress his chick.
Yep. Because you know he's going to do a great job.
You know he's going to do a great job. Might not have that suit yet though.
No. At some point. But he doesn't need it. He's got the chick on his lap, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Like why would you get into stand-up comedian if you already got chicks, dude?
Exactly.
A waste of time. All right, last story here, buddy. Did you hear about this? One of the English soccer players got injured.
Oh, I saw it. It's horrific. Yes.
But like in the celebration.
Yes. Wait, is this the same one he like jumped over the barrier?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, to celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
And hurt his wrist.
I mean, luckily you don't have to use your hands when you play soccer.
That's true. That's true. But here's the thing, dude. Like, so Rolling Stones is reporting that English midfielder Jordan Henderson suffered a serious wrist injury during post-match celebrations at the 2026 World Cup, not during the game itself,
Nope.
but after it. Henderson wasn't even on the pitch. He played 0 minutes, dude. Can you imagine? You play 0 minutes. Your team wins this thing, and then in the celebration, you get hurt, and it's all people are talking about.
Break your arm. It's so embarrassing.
I mean, can you think of anything that would equate to that? Like, what's an equivalent to this level of embarrassment? It's the World Cup, dude.
Right.
What's watched more than the World Cup?
It would be like not being invited to Taylor Swift's wedding, trying to show up in front of everybody,
Yeah.
and then like, you know, just
Crapping
wetting
your pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wetting your pants on the big screen next to the Sandman and Paul McCartney. Like
Oh,
that's
my gosh. Yeah.
that's that level of embarrassment right there.
Except I haven't seen any videos of Taylor Swift's wedding. I think I saw a
No,
picture
I think
of,
they kept it pretty clamped down. Yeah.
and everybody's seen this video of this guy hurting himself celebrating after not playing.
It's just not, it's like just beautifully bright uniform, not a single grass stain on it until now.
That's tough stuff, buddy.
That's the word. Plus, it's in America, so there's no universal health care. So he's paying for that himself, baby.
Oh, yeah. Enjoy paying for that out of pocket, big dog.
Yeah.
Out of pocket, out of network, and simply out of time to save yourself from that embarrassment.
Yep.
All right. That's it for Sunburnt News.
Boom.
Now we're moving on. We're celebrating the man, dude. The myth, the legend, Mr. Jimmy Buffett. Every week we do a Buffett fact where we uncover things about the man that only the biggest parrot heads, the biggest Jimmy Buffett fans know. Chip, what's the fact you found out this week, Chip?
Jimmy Buffett thought that 3-day weekends were for quitters. You got to keep it going. You think 3 days is a lot? No. Try 7.
Yeah, dude. The man prioritized things in an order I respect and admire.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Thomas? What is your Jimmy Buffett fact?
Jimmy Buffett had the world's best cell phone plan. His plan was to not need one at all.
That's it. That's the commercial. Beautiful.
Famously, he even wrote a song about, like, what are you guys doing on your cell phones?
Yep.
He really did make that a priority. He didn't see anything appealing happening on one of those screens that was more fun than what you could get up to elsewhere. A better use of time. And I completely agree, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Completely agree. You were using it. We've talked about this before. The brick, right? Are you still using the brick?
I love the brick. Yes. Yeah. You hide all the social media. You can't get on during the day, and I'm just happier when I use it. I will say that I'm just not as rage baity and not as also not as I'm also more productive too. Yeah. It's wonderful.
I saw a video the other day, and like they were asking supposedly this rich guy. I don't even know if these people are rich anymore. They're just like people you've seen them 5 times. They've said they're rich. You don't know what they do.
Right.
But they were asking this guy poor person habits versus rich person habits.
Uh-huh.
And one of the questions was reading the news every day.
Yeah.
And he was like, that's a poor person habit. He's like, it's also an unhappy person habit. He's like, do I need to know all the bad stuff that's happening in the world every day? No, I do my businesses.
I can live my life.
I
kind of love it. Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense. Yeah, dude.
It really does.
We're not getting a lot of great stuff on this,
no,
on these
no,
social media things, except for the Sunburnt podcast at Sunburnt Pod. Chip,
this is the only news source you need.
This is, Sunburnt News is the only thing you need. And unless we're talking about you personally being responsible for your lost baggage, you're not going to get too upset.
No.
We only cover the fun stuff, the stuff we like.
Yeah, we do.
And we try and bring a twist to it. Currently locked out of our TikTok account, though, Chip.
Are we?
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
What happened? They ticked us. We ticked somebody's talk?
Yeah, we ticked somebody's talk. No, it said, I got a message. Or it wasn't a message. It was like an alert popped up, and it said your account may be compromised. Like talk to security or something. They didn't tell me how, and it said maybe compromised. So I just looked at it, and like nothing was weird. Uh-huh. And the next day, it asked me to re-sign in, and for 4 straight days, it has said I've had too many attempts to log into our TikTok.
Oh, somebody's trying to get in, maybe.
Maybe they're trying to get in. A brute force attack, they call it, but I can't get in.
No.
And I tried to sign in so I could talk to security. They wouldn't let me. I created another account to talk to security. Mm-hmm. They let me send them a message. Never heard back. We just seem to be indefinitely locked out of our TikTok, even though when people message us on TikTok, I continue to get emails from the account sent to my or sent to like a Sunburnt email.
That's interesting that it's linked, but they won't let you go through there. Huh. All right. Well, there's a mystery we're going to have to solve.
Exactly. But, I think we have social media positivity account.
Yes.
Approval. Just check it out. We won't bum you out. We're just trying to put a little smile on your face, put a little sunscreen in your nostrils.
Uh-huh. You can actually smell it through the phone.
And get you looking forward to a little tropical travel of your own, potentially even with us in an In Paradise tour stop, where we're going to be hanging out for a few days in a tropical location and capping it off with a big comedy event. So come on out, buddy. We want to see you guys. All right. I'm feeling some splishing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling some splashing. It's time for a Fish of the Week.
Our Fish of the Week, Thomas, is an interesting one. I would like to introduce the world to Peter, the blue spine unicorn fish.
Ooh, a blue spine unicorn. What a name, buddy.
That's a lot of description right there.
Woo.
A blue spine unicorn fish. I think you can do some of the math if you can't see it physically. I think you're picturing it pretty well. Peter has bluish gray body with 2 blue spikes, basically 2 spines coming out of each end of the base of his tail.
Wow.
And he uses that to sort of protect himself. So he's kind of swinging around those spines, got some switchblades on the back just to make sure.
Yeah.
But he's called a unicorn fish because he has grown a rostrum, which is a bony horn out of his forehead, as if a unicorn.
And a bony horn is much different than a horny bone.
Just a little bit different. There is night and day, Thomas. Night and day.
So, but I'm kind of figuring, we talked about some of these triggerfish, and
Yes.
they had the spikes that go up and down.
Up and down, right.
But
Yes.
unicorn fish, 2 spikes in the back, 1 in the front.
2 spikes in the back, but totally different. And it's just this thing that sort of pops out in the front.
Yeah.
It almost just looks like a really bad mole. You know what I mean?
So he needs to get that looked at, maybe.
It's something he needs to get looked at, but they don't start with them. The little
Really? Okay.
unicorn fish don't have them, but sort of in adolescence, they grow this thing right out of their forehead, and it's this bony little unicorn thing. It's kind of like his fish adolescence.
Yeah.
In light of that, Peter, the blue spine unicorn fish,
Yeah.
wrote a poem about his life.
Oh, okay. And how old's Peter, by the way? Is he like a teenager?
He's like a teen.
Yeah. So so he's not a professional writer of any kind. He's
No.
just more or less journaling his feelings in prose.
Yes, as a 14-year-old would that has maybe some sort of malady. So I'd like to read this poem. I think it sheds a light on Peter and the other blue spine unicorn fish. This poem is called Horny Under the Sea. They say I'm bluish gray, but I only feel blue. Why is this horn in my forehead? They say this horn wasn't here before, but then it grew. Why is this horn in my forehead? I eat brown and red algae off of the reef. Why is this horn in my forehead? But I wish I could just eat away all of this grief. Why is this horn in my forehead? God gave me 2 razor-sharp spines on my tail for protection. Why is this horn in my forehead? But everyone laughs because it looks like my eyebrows have an erection. Why is this horn in my forehead? Scientists say there's no known reason for my grotesque fate. Why is this horn in my forehead? It's more useless than police academies 2 through 8. Why is this horn in my forehead? I'll grow to be 25 inches in size. Why is this horn in my forehead? But I still have this godforsaken boner between my eyes. Why is this horn in my forehead? Someone explain this cruel aquatic fate to me. Why is this horn in my forehead? Oh, hey, look, a hook with a worm on it. I'm going to see how that tastes. And that's the end of the poem.
Oh, that's where it left off.
That's where it left off, yeah.
Oh, Peter.
Yeah. So a sad tale, an epic poem
Oh, dude,
by
that's an
Peter,
amazing poem.
our fish of the week, the blue spine unicorn fish.
Peter, wherever you are, I hope you feel the love.
Hope you're doing well, Peter.
From the Sunburnt podcast and all the burnt ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man, what a little blue guy.
Yeah. Very blue and gray.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like you would have been better off sticking to that, what was it, red-brown algae?
Yeah. The red, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Peter, congratulations on being Sunburnt Podcast Fish
of the Week.
Our hero of the deep. It's time to crack open the good book.
Open up the Guinness Book of World Records. Let's see the tallest, the highest, the fastest, the furthest, the best in the world.
Let's do it, buddy.
What is your Guinness Book of World Record for the week?
This one is crazy. The good book certified a man who refused to let his birthday end. And he did it with airplane tickets, Chip.
All right, let's go. I hope he didn't lose any luggage.
He might have. It sounded like he probably had some pretty tight layovers.
Mm-hmm.
A German man named Sven, born on December 31st, New Year's Eve, decided that 24 hours was not enough birthday and used time zones as a loophole. Chip, here's what I need from you. How many hours long was Sven's certified birthday? Give me a number of hours.
Did he tack on another 12, like 36 hours?
Chip, 46 hours long, buddy.
Wow. 2 days of his birthday.
Yeah, dude. I'm trying to think about it. Like, I don't have the exact understanding of how this even would work.
Right.
But I guess you have to be in one of the first time zones, right?
Yes.
And then you've got to spend a majority of your day there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You let a bunch of time elapse.
Or you just keep going, further, I guess, west.
Oh, I guess maybe you get there as fast as you can. You spend a majority of the time in the last time zone.
Right. You're letting the sun chase you west, and you keep going for it.
Yes.
Or I guess you could spend your time in that one and then hop on a plane and then try to get to the next one as quickly as possible. So yeah, so it could be a gradual thing or a longer jump.
Yeah, I think he had multiple routes, so maybe he just like spread it out a little bit. That makes sense. So Sven's route was specifically engineered to stay inside his birthday window. He was born on New Year's Eve, and I can't help but think like having your birthday compete with the biggest party of the year is what drove him to try and supersize this bad boy.
I don't blame Sven.
Get this, total burnt one move on the 38th hour of his birthday.
Mm-hmm.
He landed on a warm island.
Yeah, he did.
Almost 2 full days of birthday. Sven, hats off to you, buddy.
Yeah.
The German boy who would not let his birthday die. Happy New Year. Happy birthday. Sven, you did it. You set a world record in 2011.
Well done. I think I would spend my birthday just on a bus driven by a 14-year-old boy.
Well, if you spend too long on that bus, he'll be 15 by the end.
That is true. That is true. Maybe it's his birthday. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's why the girl was on his lap. It was a birthday nicety.
Birthday party.
A birthday party. Chip, what's your record this week, buddy?
All right. This is a fun one.
I love it.
It's actually probably the opposite of fun.
Oh, it's a bummer.
That's why I picked it. We were talking about Widow's Bay.
Love Widow's Bay. Watch Widow's Bay, by the way. This is not a plug, but we enjoy it. It's a little bit of comedy. A little bit of horror. It's very much, it feels like pulled out of a Stephen King universe.
Yeah, Stephen King universe, and thrown even some more jokes in. Yeah, it's just a fun show. And again, I hope I didn't spoil anything earlier in the episode.
I hope you didn't either.
I guess I will tell you about the one main character that dies.
Chip, come on.
Should I not? Okay.
No, don't. Let's talk about your world record.
Okay. No spoilers. So I was thinking about islands. Maybe a nice, quiet, maybe not so tropical island.
Okay.
Something that's maybe a little off the beaten path.
Very Widow's Bay. Very Widow's Bay.
And in honor of Widow's Bay, I found Groonyard Island.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. It is the longest quarantined island.
Oh, sweet God.
In history.
Oh, my goodness.
Do you want to take a guess how long the island was quarantined for?
45 days.
Very cute. That's a great, very cute answer. Let's get into it, Thomas. Okay. So this is a small island about a mile off the coast of Scotland called Groonyard Island.
Okay.
Also known as the Island of Death. Anthrax Island.
What?
Yeah. Or,
whoa,
as our dads would call it, hey, a reasonably priced vacation spot.
Ooh, I know. Bargain hunters. Death Island.
The Island of Death, or Anthrax Island, is what they like to call it.
This is not good.
So, like I said, it's about a mile off the coast of Scotland. During World War II, the UK tested some biological weapons on this island, which I believe at the time was fairly, it wasn't inhabited. I don't know if anybody lived there prior, just sort of a small island. But luckily there were no people there. I will say that. Okay.
The UK was famously not super cool to the surrounding islands.
Exactly. To Scotland, yes, exactly. And that kind of plays into it. So as part of this testing of biological warfare, because they're fighting Hitler and the Germans and the whole thing, right? They released anthrax on the island to test it out, to kill a flock of sheep on the island, to see if it would do the job and kill a flock of sheep, which unfortunately it did. Okay, I guess good for their purposes, not good for the sheep. But now it's all anthraxed out, this island.
Yeah.
The island was quarantined in 1942. Okay,
Boy.
1942 during World
Yeah.
War II. Thomas, in 1986, you know what happened? Peter Gabriel's Sledgehammer video came out.
Sledgehammer.
Also, unrelated,
Mm-hmm.
in 1986, the UK, they sent 280 tons of formaldehyde, sprayed it over the 485-acre island, okay? And they also got rid of the worst contaminated topsoil on the island. So basically for years, over 40 years, this island was quarantined. Nobody would go on there except for like inspectors in the full, rubber suit or whatever.
Yeah.
Then they did this cleanup in 1986. The next year, a new flock of sheep was placed on the island to test.
Yeah.
And luckily, they remained healthy.
Okay.
So like, all right, things are clear, things are good. And then after 48, I think you said 46 days. Is that right?
I think 45 days, yeah.
Okay, 45 days. After 48 years of quarantine, in 1990, Gruniard Island was deemed safe. One of a local politician came, took the signs off saying you're not allowed to land on this island anymore, stay away. And as the deal was from the 40s, heirs to that family that owned the island then purchased it back from the UK for £500. That was the agreed upon price.
Uh-huh.
And they were able to buy it back for £500.
Wow.
So it is apparently a safe island now since 1990. It's a tiny little island. I don't believe it's really inhabited. But since we are the Sunburnt Podcast, Thomas,
Yeah.
I've decided to act as the de facto tourism board for Gruniard Island. I want to make travel there a thing. I want to see people visit. Just like on Widow's Bay, Tom, the mayor,
Yeah.
was really trying to get people to come. Okay. I have a couple of slogans to attract people to Gruniard Island.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it, dude. This is a marketing mastermind to get people back to the island of death.
So see if you would take, like, you and your family, maybe your friends, take a week to go here, maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
Gruniard Island. By the way, I heard Gruniard Island. I also heard Grunard Island. So
Okay.
a couple different pronunciations, maybe. So apologies if I'm...
Yeah.
Gruniard Island. Anthrax-free since before the last good Guns N' Roses album came out.
Okay.
I mean, that inspires some...
Yeah, no, that puts some
Goodwill,
puts
right?
a time stamp in your mind.
Gruniard Island. Only sheep think this place is dangerous. Little double entendre there. Okay?
Yeah.
Gruniard Island. Just don't lick anything.
Yeah.
Gruniard Island. No theme parks, no water slides, but no anthrax anymore either. Am I warming you up to the idea of maybe bringing your family there, Thomas, to visit?
You're getting it back to neutral in my mind. I think that's
Yep.
where we're edging towards.
Okay. Two more, though. I think these are going to put it over the top.
Perfect.
Gruniard Island. Less dangerous than St. Louis.
I mean, that's a selling point.
Okay.
Especially downtown St. Louis, man. You can get in some trouble in downtown
Yeah.
St. Louis.
And finally, I think this one's going to speak to you, Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Gruniard Island. Bring the whole family. And probably some bottled water.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to want it.
I think we're bringing travel back. I don't think travel has ever really been a thing, but I think we're going to bring tourism to Gruniard Island with some of those slogans right there. So that is your world record, the longest quarantined island, Gruniard Island.
Yeah.
48 years of quarantine. Nobody was allowed to step foot on the island.
Dude, and like the formaldehyde, that's what you put in bodies to keep
Right.
them from decomposing, right? They sprayed the whole island with formaldehyde, and that helped with the anthrax?
Apparently 280 tons of it diluted with seawater, and I guess that's what killed the rest of the anthrax. And they also dug up a lot of the worst contaminated topsoil. Yeah.
So they were able to formaldehyde the anthrax.
There it is. There it is.
Also, I think there might be something they could do with the band Anthrax.
I think so. A little Scott Ian.
Anthrax Island, in parentheses, might have to do with just the band and nothing else. Don't look into it.
What if they did a concert there? Maybe that's it.
I think that's
Yeah.
the only answer. What if they did
Yeah.
a concert for just sheep?
See, I would watch it. I would watch that live via satellite.
I mean, we're fixing all the problems for islands.
We are. That's what this podcast is all about.
We're taking little trips to islands, whether it be Widow's Bay, whether it be Anthrax Island, whether it be a nice system of getting from Waikiki up to the North Shore. There are island problems. We're covering some of the island solutions, Chip.
We also developed the hot dog belt.
We did put in some nice creative work on the hot dog belt.
That, yeah.
And it's not a belt made out of hot dogs. That's what I thought it was going to be. It's a belt made to help you enjoy more hot dogs more efficiently.
Yeah. With a nice mustard buckle.
With a nice mustard buckle, and not surprising, coming from Pennsylvania's own Chip Chantry. The number one food grilled in Pennsylvania is the hot dog. If you didn't know, now you know. This has been the Sunburnt Podcast, where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. Until next time, stay burnt. Front desk.
Hi, this is Mr. Chantry in room 308. I'm having a little Christmas party up here. Do you know if the guest elevators are wide enough to clear a standard Reindeer's antlers, or do we have to go freight?
That's it, Mr. Chantry. Pack your things. You're out of this hotel.
So, no room in the inn, huh?
Oh, boy.